The deaths of Rayshard Brooks, George Floyd, and a litany of African Americans known and unknown at the hands of police have reignited a firestorm of protests across the country, notably in Atlanta, where Brooks was killed. The city is also home to Tip Harris, a.k.a. the rapper T.I., who joins us now. T.I., it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thanks so much for talking with us tonight.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Now, you attended the funeral of Rayshard Brooks just today and George Floyd's funeral 2 weeks ago. Why was it so important for you to be there in person? And how has all of this affected you as a black man and as a parent?
I mean, deeply sad and heavily impacted by the travesties that continue to replicate themselves in our communities at the hands of policemen, the lack thereof.
We've heard protesters using the slogan, say their names, and you do just that in your new song, They Don't, with Nasty C referencing George Floyd, Emmett Till, and Sandra Bland, among others. Let's take a listen.
How could you blame as many sisters and brothers die? If they answer to it, go and start another fight. Get they got to do it, has to show objection to it. God bless them, no direction, not they getting to it. 2020, guess it's the year to burn. Consequences you earn. To build this nation that you hate me in, the karma's return. Well, that's a stupid question. When will you learn? You never will. Word to George Floyd, Emmett Till, and Sean Ben. Well, after that, here's to getting exactly what you expect. How you supposed to serve and protect.
I want to say that seeing a police station go up in smoke felt like vindication. Is that the kind of vindication that we need right now? What is the message that you hope people will take away from this song?
I don't like to, as an artist, it's not my job to give people the message to take away from it. You know what I'm saying? I think once you listen to it and once I've kind of conveyed my messaging and shared my energy, how you perceive it, that's an independent effort. That's not nothing that I can guide or direct. Now, as far as is that the vindication we need, I think that this is a time, it's extremely unique, okay? And you must consider that the what we're fighting against is extreme in itself. So that's not an easy answer. I think it's going to take a multifaceted approach to deal with such a diverse set of problems like we have. I think that what the vindication we truly need is justice for the families of the slain and accountability to the officers that patrol our communities and attacking the impunity that they operate under.
And I know you're working with Clark Atlanta University on a unique business class. What can you tell us about that class?
Well, the class will be about the business and the culture of trap music. And trap music, you know, is a derivative of the war on drugs, the Contra scandal, the crack era. And it has kind of morphed itself into a new generation of the opioid crisis. So as long as this country finds itself in a position where it is pushing drugs in the communities of its citizens, whether it's, once again, through the Contra scandal and funneling crack to all of the inner city areas, and then, you know, making the laws more stringent for crack rather than cocaine, which is really entrapment. So you have that, okay, and then, whether you have an opioid crisis and the pharmaceuticals and you know, prescription drugs are running rampant in other communities. As long as this country perpetuates crises like this, there will always be a need for trap music. There will always be people who relate to trap music.
And speaking of trap music, I mean, you're really a study in public evolution. We've watched you grow from the father of trap music to a huge civic voice and thought partner in these crucial times. Curious to get personal with you for a minute. What would you say has been the biggest influence on your own personal growth?
My children. I think my children I think my children are the biggest influence on my personal growth, because as I get older, they get older. Okay, and you see the world through a different set of eyes when you're looking at a world that your child has to exist in without your protection. You know, when my oldest daughter started driving, which was quite some time ago, that kind of made me want to do more to affect the world that she would be out independently living in. And the same, and as my other kids get older and go off to college and get their own apartments and, have more of an opportunity to be pulled over by policemen, or have more of an opportunity to run independently into a white supremacist or any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? All of these things create a genuine passion for me to want to use my influence and platform to do more to affect the world that they're living in.
All right, well, T.I., we thank you so much for what you're doing, and we thank you for your time tonight.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.